Hi, I'm Tom with Dentist Data, here to do another quick video of using the provider ranking system to look up providers for one of the top 10 procedures or top 10 surgeries done in America. We are on number 7, the stent procedure. So I could go to www.dentistsandata.com and I could log in if I have paid access to the most recent 8 years of data of CMS as of March 2022. We have 8 years posted. Hopefully soon to be 9 years posted. Or I can just, without logging in, go down and try our complimentary consumer portal, click on this, or even different, to go to the same website, I could go to providerrankings.com. So this is the same tool, just one recent year of data, requires no login, no subscription. This is our complimentary consumer portal. So from here, you can do provider search, find provider detail, go to the provider detail page, search by procedure for procedure ranking, or search by medical specialty. In this case, let's search by medical or procedure ranking because we know what we're looking for. We can enter in a description or a HCPCS code. I'm going to use 92928 and select either facility or office, in this case for catheter insertion of stents in major coronary artery or branch, access through the skin, angioplasty with stent. I'll click on facility. Right now, by default, it takes you to the national ranking, and 2018 data is what we are using on this providerrankings.com page currently. Anyway, may change to a more updated at some point. So 5,975 providers found here on this national list. That's way too many to sift through. Although if we were going to, we would at least want to broaden the amount displayed per page to 2,000 in this case. But let's break it down a little bit. Oh, wait, before we do, let me tell you this. So if it's highlighted in green, there's a top 25%. This provider falls in the top 25% for this procedure. If it's yellow, top 50%. If it's not highlighted, the provider is in the remaining 50%. And also these columns are dynamic, alphabetical or numerical listing. You can sort that way. And you could also filter. There's a little delay on my screen showing. You can also filter, say, I know the last name of the provider was Lynn. So I'm going to type that. And then, well, Lynn is coming up. It's somewhere at some point in many names. Well, let's say, I think Larry. Okay, so Larry Lynn and Larry Crisco. So Larry Lynn was who I was looking for. So I could remove the filter. By the way, you need to remove the filter, what you put in there. Otherwise, it will stay there and will minimize what your results are. I'm going to switch it back to the order of ranking. And then so there's MPI code, provider name, city, state, zip code, services. How many services do they provide in the year we're looking at? And we're looking at 2018. How many patients did they provide the services on? How many times was the procedure repeated on the same patient? Like what percentage of those procedures were repeats on the same patient? Total dollars approved average per procedure, and the billed average per procedure. Let's go ahead and click on this first rank provider. So we're at the provider detail page now, where they'll also give the provider ranking, they'll also give the MPI number under view provider rankings, as well as the office address, the composite ranking score, in this case 93%, which is A. And just so you know, it's not a 60 to 100 grade type thing, whereas below 60 is failing. It's a 0 to 100 ranking. So 93% means that 93% of providers are less experienced in these procedures than this provider. 7% are more experienced than this provider with these particular procedures. In the US, this provider ranks as 458 out of 19,743. They rank as number 1 out of 10 in the local Zip3 719, which is Hot Springs, Arkansas. The chart to the right of this, you can look at the amount billed versus the amount approved throughout the years 2012 through 2018. Our paid website at denistondata.com, if you log in, we currently have up to 2019. We could change this to patients and see the number of procedures done on the number of patients. Billing and procedure summary for 2018, 1,269,972 was the total Medicare approved amount, which was down 6.7% compared to the prior year, which is 2017. The amount billed by this provider in 2018 was over $5 million, $5,017,101, which is 3.95 times higher than what was approved by Medicare. 99 unique procedure codes were done for 11,327 procedures. Or I should say 99 unique procedure codes were used for 11,327 unique procedures. I'm sorry, number of procedures on 2,983 patients. Patient demographics and risk profile, whether or not they accept Medicare, their gender of the provider, RUCA number. So if you click on this, it'll tell you what each number means. In this case, 1 means urban. The type, so it's an individual provider office, not a group office. Average age of patients, 75, 49% female, 94% white, 1% Hispanic, 4% African American. Top 5 comorbid conditions. They're all listed here. And on the paid website, we have the top 15 comorbid conditions list. Top 15 comorbid conditions treated by each provider. We have them listed there. Average risk score of patients, 1.53. 1 would be average. Over 1.5 means the provider accepts high-risk patients. For 2018, the top procedures, which were performed greater than 10 times in a year, are found here. So if you don't find the procedure listed here, but you know they've done it in that year, it's because they didn't do it over 10 times in that year. Again, green, top 25%, yellow, top 50% in their ranking. Not highlighted means they are in the remaining 50% for those procedures. Lots of greens and yellows here, which I guess makes perfect sense since we picked the top provider in this Zip3 and very high ranking nationally. We could expand this to how many we see per page. So it's a long list for this provider for sure. So 58 total. All these columns are dynamic, just like on the previous list, the list of providers. So we can come up here and sort these alphabetically, numerically. You could say by ranking. And let's see, the most approved. Wow. So this is what's most important to them, what they get the most dollars approved for. So in this case, for this 92928, catheter insertion of stents in major coronary artery or branch, access through the skin. In 2018, $281,994 were approved for this. You could also filter this. So you only want to see ones with catheters, or only want to see something with insertion. And as we're doing the filter, it's narrowing down our list. I'm Tom with Denison Data. This is the provider ranking system. Thank you for your time. See you on the next video.